Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com. Today we're taking a quick look at and of course installing the Morimoto XB LED projector headlights fitting all 09 to 18 Ram 1500s. You should be checking out this set here if you're looking for one of the more premium options in the headlight category to make your old gen 09 to 18 look like a brand new 19 plus Ram 1500. Now you'll notice the 2019 and newer Rams have new DRLs or daytime running lights, and that's completely reflected here in these Morimotos. This is something very, very similar to the new gens, and it's got a little bit of a twist to it. Now this guy here has a black interior housing with an extremely high quality, state-of-the-art LED system using a bicuria optic 5K white LED projector light. 5K is essentially a pure white light, so this is going to be very bright, very attractive, and like I said, very modern. Now these do use a very convenient plug-and-play system, but for guys out there with factory HIDs, you may have a little bit extra wiring to do running something to the fuse box, but again, plug and play right to the back of the headlights. Very, very simple. These headlights again use the same kind of system as the newer gen Rams, using two individual projector LEDs. You're going to have a low and a high beam. You also have the daytime running light up top and bottom, along with an amber DRL, which is going to work with your parking lights and turn signals. Now, like I said, these are a premium, higher quality option in the category, so the price tag is reflecting that, coming in right around $1,300 for the pair. That is obviously a lot more expensive than a lot of other options out there that you can get for your Ram, but the high-tech quality and construction of the materials and the LEDs built in, along with it being essentially the newer gen Ram headlights, you're definitely expecting OEM pricing. If you were to pick up a factory headlight from the manufacturer, it would be around the same price tag. So that's kind of matched here in the sense that you're picking up a brand new OEM light. The install gets 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter because it is such an easy plug and play install. Now the install will vary slightly for projector Rams and HID Rams. So if you have a projector Ram like we do here, you'll see the process I'm going to show you in a minute. If you have an HID equipped Ram from the factory, you have a little bit more wiring to do, but the install instructions will walk you through it. These fit with both style factory headlights. Now, 30 minutes to an hour from start to finish is how long it'll take. Simple hand tools will do the trick. Let's get started. All right, tools used in this install include an impact gun or a ratchet, 10mm deep socket, and to make life easier, a 10mm swivel socket as well. All right, first step here, pop your hood. If you have a radiator shroud, take that off now. Our vehicle does not. So we're gonna move right on to getting our grill out of the way to expose our headlight bolts. Grab a 10mm socket and remove all 4. All right, get your grill out of the way. Now you can take the 2 factory bolts off of the headlight, top here and bottom, which was under the grill. All right, pull straight back on the headlight and then pinch and disconnect the factory harnesses. All right, you can see a little red locking tab. You can pull up on that, pinch and disconnect. Set these aside. All right, so we got our factory headlight off of the passenger side of our 14 Ram behind me, and it's on the table next to our Morimoto projector headlight. I want to take you through some similarities and difference, and I gotta say, guys, this is by far one of the most unique headlights compared to your factory one. This is going way off of left field with some extremely updated state-of-the-art technology with some really cool LEDs. Now the design itself, nothing like the factory one. The factory headlight has the high and low beams stacked on top of each other. This guy is going horizontal left to right. Now the headlight here uses a black interior housing, OEM quality housing, that gives you a stealthy look with a clear UV protected polycarbonate lens. So all of the lighting output gets through, which I don't suspect being a problem anyway, given the high quality technology there. But either way, black housing, clear lens, whereas your factory one uses a chrome, kind of tacky, flashy interior, very traditional with a clear lens. Quality of construction is the same, design very different. Now this light here is very different than the factory one. The light itself uses a bicuria lens with an MLED or micro LED for the technology. Now the MLED is 20% brighter than the second LED right behind it in line. That 20% is going to be a huge difference, and the Curia lens there uses a specifically designed lens to give you a plenty wide beam, something that's very focused and extremely bright, colorful, and sharp. That's a 5000K color output for a pure white light. It's also got got a new running light bar at the top, making it a lot more modern, matching some of the DRLs or daytime running lights these days. The bottom has that same thing in white and in amber for your parking lights. The light here, very modern, very high tech, extremely bright and extremely useful. In some cases, these Bicuria LEDs and the lenses they have in there are somewhat customizable. You can add and remove some of the components there if you need it a little bit sharper, a little bit straighter, or wider. Now, the lighting on the back here does have some wiring attached. It's gonna look a little bit more confusing than it is, and we'll go through that in just a little bit. Overall, a huge upgrade and very different than the factory light. So what do you say we get started? All right, so next up for the install, I'm just gonna lay this guy up here. And like I said, there's a lot of wiring on the back, and a lot of this is actually just plugged into itself for turn signals and different kinds of wiring there. You can see them all kind of already plugged in. So you're gonna locate the ones that are open, this guy here and this guy here, and they're gonna plug into your factory harnesses. So just match them up, snap them in together and drop that locking tab. The other one is gonna plug in as well. Now, some of the other wiring included in the kit here, and even on the back of the lights, are for some other variations of OEM headlights. We have OEM projector lights, so this is how this is going to just install directly, but if you have factory HIDs, you may need the wiring included in the kit. All right, so let's pop this guy in place. Reinsert your grill, bolt it down, and you're good to go. That's gonna wrap up my review and install for the Morimoto XB LED projector headlights, available for the 09 to 18 Ram 1500. You can pick yours up right here at AmericanTrucks.com.